Greetings, Spiritual Collective. So, tonight when I asked what the collective, what we needed to hear, what messages that needed to be heard on this night, I pulled the Four of Cups. There's something that is not being seen. There's something that's not being paid attention to. There's a lot of possibly inattention to incoming fortunes that are not being acknowledged, possibly because of the attention that is placed on the current things that are happening, the current emotions that we are facing. But I feel like this is going to end. This has ended. We have the Death card followed. Definitely feels like the time is up. The time has come. I was really drawn to the hourglass. The time has come, or this is in the past, or this will be something that will be more in the past as you move on into your new world, the new life that you are going to be given because of the judgment that is being placed upon you by the universe right now. You've done some things, you've made some changes, allowing this manifestation, this transformation to take place. Remember, the last couple readings were about transformation, heavy transformation vibes, and you are being transformed. Something is leaving, and it's this past energy, this past emotional stagnation that's kept you from really acknowledging the abundance and the things that you had, a lack of really accepting or acknowledging the abundance around you. Hold on one second. It was followed by the Ace of Pentacles. With this new change and this new transformation, you are going to be handed by the universe some tangible gifts, some tangible manifestation. Something is going to be arriving in your life. This potential for new wealth, new growth is coming to you, allowing you to fully step into a very powerful place where you have power over your emotions, and you're going to be tapping into this new wellstream of inspiration, of intuition, of really just muse energy, because your emotions were more stable and you are able to now see the things fully in front of you, and the ideas will come more freely, allowing you to have greater access to this other world and this other world of ideas. Well, this is very promising. Very promising. Again, this transformation death energy is happening. And it's really going to really change this way you've been seeing things. The King of Wands. Again, this is... yeah, is that the King? Yes, the King of Wands. In this, she is giving into the vampire here who has her held in his arms. Again, this whole idea of being transformed, being bitten by the vampire, being transformed, of some sort of also surrender to this change is needed and is allowing you to embrace this. The Chariot, yes, moving forward, getting in and really going to your next destination. You may be traveling, you may be doing that, but I also get that it is very much about the forward movement that you're going to be really embracing here. Yeah. Yeah. It's going to be a little faster paced now. and you're able to really go places. Another Judgment card. Another Judgment card. So this energy is really significant in your life right now. Again, you are being chosen in a way. You are being uplifted from the zombies here in both these images in the graveyard. The zombie hands reaching out from under the graves and the zombies, but you are not. You are being saved. You are being chosen to walk into this new life that is ready for you. Temperance. We had this in the last reading. Balance and temperance are important. Being able to judge. Again, there is this judgment energy, this kind of, there's an energy here of, again, obviously judgment's coming up here, but even temperance, you have to be able to feel or to work and to balance these energies, to work and merge these energies. So there's something there as well with that. Very wonderful energy. We have a lot of this aspect of the vampire, of being changed, of having this new life, of being transformed into this new being, moving forward with added power. It's very important. It's going to allow you this access to these higher thoughts and these greater dimensions. Oh my gosh, we are not going to be getting away from the judgment energy of this reading, because it came out a third time. Again, I'm using, this is my third tarot deck here, but the first card that I pulled was the Five of Swords, and it was followed by Judgment. So whatever was surrounding you, whatever was, it's going to be transformed. That you may have had some worries or some ideas about things that are now taking you're not going to be thinking the same after this, because you are going to be walking into this new life with these new possibilities. It's very promising. Oh! Oh my god. Death. Okay, we got 3 Judgment cards and 2 Death cards here. So death is inevitable. Something is dying. Something is being cut out. Something is dying. The time is up for this kind of thinking. Again, you're being transformed. You got 3 judgments here. And you're moving forward. See? Judgment. Judgment. 3 judgments. Yeah, you've got like a lot of vampire energy here with the idea of transformation, of turning. That's the kind of energy that's coming through in this reading here. So when it comes to vampires, the energy of this reading is embracing that new life, that new transformed way of being, that you're becoming a new being, a new person, or a vampire, of course. And you'll have these new powers. You'll have these new, let's see, this new, you'll be really tapped in. You'll have better access to what was previously harder for you to reach, because you had these ideas and these things keeping you kind of locked in, stagnant. But now you're moving with the Chariot, and the Wicked Witch's hourglass. Okay. I told you, like when the first death card I pulled out, I was focusing on the hourglass. The hourglass, time is up. Time is up, okay? Things are not going to be the same. Change is inevitable. This is really you're not going back, you're moving forward, and you're being rewarded. Again, you've got this Ace of Pentacles, and you've got the Chariot moving forward. Yeah, time's up. Lilith's freedom. You're going to be free. Okay, so there also may be some perceptions of you. You may have done some shadow work. Maybe there were some things that you had that you were dealing with that you felt shame around, or others tried to make you feel shameful for, or that you've always fully embraced this, or that you have for some time now, but now you're really stepping into this. Again, this vampire element is really being amplified here. You're becoming a strong, powerful person. You've gained your freedom from whatever was holding you back. You've gotten your freedom. And it was only a matter of time, and that time is up. The death has come, and you are now being reborn. Okay. I'm getting... Interesting. Hold on one second. I just want to get all the details in here. Okay. It says, listen to the dead, La Katrina, and Bon Bouquet. Feeling like, again, with this is really kind of going with it, with that death energy. Okay. The flowers you put on the grave, the beauty, the life that springs from death, the ground that, a burial ground is also capable of growing flowers, the transformation, and death itself, the death deity itself. Again, this just clarifying that this is death is going to bring positive new growth. It's going to spring something beautiful. It's nothing to mourn. It's something to be celebrated, because it's actually life. So think of it as the death of the vampire. That the vampire experiences as a human. They die to the human selves, but they become something else. So we are becoming something else. We're embracing this new life. We're stepping into something new and promising, and that's really great. That's really wonderful. Eternal love, again with the grave. Death, the grave, deep within the earth, but what springs forth, the growth that comes from it, this death that you're going to be experiencing in your life. So very, very promising. I don't know. Let's see what we should get to kind of really flesh out what that is. What is this thing that's going to be? Again, we know that we have something die. We have a huge transformation. Something's changing. We're moving forward. We know all that. We're being freed, which is great. So that's all really great. But I feel like there's something else that just needs a little more clarity, some more. What other energies collapse? Yeah, something's collapsed. Something we're not going back to, a way of being that we can't go back to. The vampire can never go back to being human. You know, this old way of thinking that kept us cut off from our abundance in a way. Shaman. Okay. Exploring this death energy, especially for this season. Exploring this death energy in a shamanic way. Really embracing that. And vision. Okay, here again, the shaman, the vision. And also here we have this King of Cups tapping into this water and having this being come forth to him. I feel like it's a muse spirit, this vision. So your visions are going to be enhanced right now. So not only is your physical life going to change and manifest, but your spiritual life is too. So the visions that you have, the things that you know, the things that you hear, the psychic intuition, the stuff that, however it comes to you, is going to be enhanced. It's going to be advanced. Kind of like when a vampire transforms, it has new, more vivid powers. Think the interview with the vampire when he's changed, and how he sees the world differently. Statues move, and he can see the night more vividly, and he can do more things. But think of that in the realm of your powers as a witch. If you practice, which if you do this channel, you probably do for the most part. If not, or you have some kind of psychic intuition coming online that's going to be more powerful than it is before. So that's what you're stepping into now. Okay, so that was the clarity that we needed. There's something that's no longer going to be the same in your life. That's the way you were thinking. And especially when this new vision comes online for you, this new psychic ability, whatever it is, it's going to change. You can't go back from that. You can never go back from something that's really, really powerful, and it shows you a new way of looking at things. You can't go back after that because you've already seen what's possible. And you're going to be seeing a lot of what's possible, because the universe is handing you something. You can't go back. You can only go forward with the Chariot. Again, this is inevitable. You have really repeating energies, just really reinforcing with the Major Arcana, with Death and Judgment, repeating themselves over and over again. So it's going to be a powerful time. And embrace it. Hone in on your new gifts and experience life, your new life, to its full.